All right, so hi everyone, welcome back. I know we were just outside. We took our walk to get our leaves. I found quite a few, and I just want to warn you, some of the ones I found, they have like these little prickers. I don't know if you can see that up close. The little prickers on them. So just be careful if you're picking leaves with the kiddos. I know I went to reach for this one and I was like, ooh, that's a little pointy. But I found quite a few different ones that I wanted to use. I found some big ones and I found some smaller ones. But I'm just going to dump them all out here. And the project that we're doing involves putting some sort of ink on the leaf and then pressing it down onto some paper to make a cool leaf print, and the veins and everything will be outlined from the leaf, which I thought would be really fun. I found more of these like green leaves. We'll have to try it as we get further into fall with some of the more dried out leaves. I'm not sure if it will work as well or not, but that's what we're gonna try. The idea, I got this from, they used bingo daubers, or dot markers, whatever you call them. I don't have any of those right now, and my local Michael's was out of stock. So I'm going to try and use some watercolor ink that I have, and see how that goes. I think you could probably also just try and use any sort of like juicy marker, or you could try paint. You could try regular, just watercolors, and then paint onto the leaf and then press it down. I'm gonna get my watercolors set up in my little tray so I can paint them. And I'm just gonna do a drop. If you are using watercolor ink like this, then I would maybe dilute it with some water. A little bit goes a long way. I will let you know that. You can see I've had this for over a year or so now, and you can probably see with these colors, not much is missing. But I'm gonna get my ink set up and then I will be back to show you more of the process. Alrighty, so I got my watercolors set up in my tray here. You can kind of see without me dumping them too much. I did like a brown, a deep blue, a red, and a yellow. And I have my paintbrush. I'm just using like a flat one. My leaf ready to go, and I did have some watercolor paper, so I'm going to use that. Feel free to use any paper, whatever kind of paper you have. If you're using the dot markers, regular paper might be perfectly fine for that, being that sometimes we use those with that kind of paper, but whatever you want to use, you can do. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to start with some red, and I'm just going to dip my brush in a little bit, get it wet. I do have a little bowl of water next to me and a paper towel to dry my paintbrush off, and then I'm just going to start painting my leaf. And I have a mat under my paper so that if it gets too wet it doesn't go through to my table. So I'm just going to paint all over my leaf and get that covered, as you can see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just push it down on my paper and push down and see what it looks like. So as you can see, I kind of have like a little bit of the leaf outline. I don't have as much as the veins, which maybe that would be better with the bingo dauber, where it's a different kind of ink, might work better. But I'm going to keep trying this one and see if I push with less ink on there, that makes a difference. Okay, I get a little bit more of the leaf print with that. I'm wondering if I even just use like a regular marker, if that might work. I might try that in a minute, switch to that, and I can let you know how that goes. But I'm going to try with the same leaf. I'm going to give it some more. I did yellow this time, see if that changes anything, and it might turn orange because I had red on there still. And I'm going to push this down lift it up. So I'm still not getting a whole lot of the veins, but I think it kind of looks cool with the outline of the leaf at least. So I'm going to keep going. I might try and switch to marker, and I will let you know how that goes. Okay, so I did switch my markers. I had some of these like cool brush markers. You could use regular markers, Crayola, whatever. And I did try doing this, and I did get more of the leaf pattern. So I just wanted to show you that quickly. I'm going to use, I think, this purple one, and I'm going to try out this leaf I was doing before, and I'm just going to, I guess this is dark blue ink, not purple, but that's okay. I am going to color on my leaf, as you can see, and get it filled up with ink. This is water-based ink, so it will wash off. You know, depending on what kind of markers you have. I'm sure you're not gonna let the kids use the permanent ones, but so I got my leaf colored. I'm gonna place it on here and push down, and I should get more of that veiny look this time, which I do. And I want to show you that because I think that looks really cool. So I'm gonna keep going and fill up my paper, and I will show you my end product, and I hope you have tons of fun. Enjoy!